Want to know how to get to having a successful stage? Well, I'm going to go over 5 tips on how to make sure your day goes just perfect. Okay guys, felt pads and why they're so important to have in your staging projects.
Felt pads are really, really important. As you can see, we just brought in this fantastic custom couch. And as you can see, these hardwood floors are absolutely spectacular. So we want to make sure that our wood edges of these beautiful legs on this custom couch are protected, and that way they're going to protect the floor. So we've gotten our felt pads, which come in larger slabs, and I've actually cut them to a smaller size so they're going to fit right underneath and make sure that there's cushioning between the couch and the floor to make sure that we protect these beautiful hardwood floors.
Because what happens, Justin? What happens when we leave the property staged and looking all beautiful? People come in here and they start chilling on our furniture.
It's very true.
It's very true, because I told you guys before, when we go in, pillows are all over the place and things are moved around. So
that's really important too, right? Because it shows that the agents are coming into the place and they're actually showing the clients through, and they're actually taking time to sit and talk about different things.
They want to feel the atmosphere. So what are they going to do? They're going to get up and sit down, and your furniture is going to shift. And if these are not protected, this is definitely going to scratch your client's floor. And then you're going to get the call of death.
Yes.
That you'd never want to get, because it's
it usually
scary.
involves getting me in trouble, because that means that I didn't do my job correctly. So I want to make sure that I always take care of the house as if it's my own. That's what Sanaz has inspired within her team, to make sure that we're doing our best in every place. So I noticed that these were without, and I had to make her call and have her pick it up along the way here. So now we're going to make sure that it's all perfect, so that when we leave here, we can know that the furniture is safe, the home is safe, and they'll have a great showing.
2 of the most important things you need in your cleaning supplies is paper towel, which I love to use Bounty because I find that it really, really cleans really well. Some of the other brands tend to leave streaks, but you're always good with Bounty. It's very trustworthy. A little bit more expensive, but you don't have to go over it 3 or 4 times, so less wastage. And you all know how we all like to be environmentally friendly, so this is definitely the way to go. And some kind of glass cleaner. And I always love Windex, because some areas, like when you hit light and you see the streaks, you want to make sure that it's perfectly squeaky clean. So why do we have this, guys? Because a lot of times we use glass furniture, and you want to make sure that your furniture is fingerprint free, dust free, and any other kind of yucky thing that could have happened between your last stage and your next stage. So you want to spray it all, and top and bottom. So you don't just focus on the top. You got to go underneath too, because when you have the guys moving the furniture around, fingers go underneath and you will get fingerprints there. So you want to make sure that it's all nice and clean. Now, what do you do when you have a wood table? Well, don't use products on it if you want it to last long. Just simple cloth and water. So just a damp cloth. Warm water is nice. Sometimes if there are like oily fingerprints on the wood, like your dining table, you go over it a few times just with the cloth and water, it will come out. You have to do it really well, but using stuff like this will dull out your wood. So this is only for glass or mirrors. Mirrors are great too. Also, you have to keep them clean because people will definitely be seeing the streaks. Yes. Number 3, you need an iron, and a reliable iron for all of your projects, guys, because unless you are not actually staging a bedroom, then maybe you can get away with not having one, but most likely you will be, and you're gonna need this, because this is what happens to your bedding when it goes from a pickup from a stage and goes into a bag. It gets all crumpled up, it gets all wrinkly, and then it comes to your new project and you unfold it and it's all just full of wrinkles. So you obviously don't want to be presenting this to your clients. So you bring an iron and you get down and start steaming. So I like to start at the top and kind of work my way down. I go in kind of like a circular motion, and obviously you have to have water inside it so that the steam comes out like so. And you just kind of have to go all the way down. So what I do is I do it in half. So I do one side of the bed first, and then I do the bottom, and then I go on the other side and I do the rest. This doesn't actually end at your bedding because you still have your pillows that you have to iron. So I take it out of I take the pillowcase out and I flatten it out like so. And you want to make sure that your edges are even because the way that you iron it, that's how it's going to stay. Add a little bit of steam and you kind of go through, bring all the wrinkles out. And then once this process is done, you can insert your pillow, place it on the bed. But guys, this is seriously very important. It's not even a joke because you do not ever want to stage a home and not iron your bedding that's coming in, because I guarantee you, you will have a lot of wrinkles, and that is not professional. Image is everything, and that doesn't just go for how you present yourself, but how you also present your projects. And that's why I say, make sure you have an iron, make everything look nice and clean and perfect for the potential buyers to come through and fall in love with the space that you've created. And you got tools. So that's number 4 on the list, guys. And it's something that you never want to forget, because you're definitely putting up artwork. You're definitely putting up mirrors, because these are the things that complete your staging. And without them, it is incomplete. So what do you need to put up these beauties? You need a hammer, which I love these because they're anchored with the actual nail. And then you have this hanging anchor here, which is there for added protection and extra weight. So these are amazing, guys, and I definitely recommend them because you get the full support. They come in a few different sizes, but the ones that we use for our projects, you have the 100-pound, which for extra heavy items, I like to do 2 on each side, because that's what you usually get. You get 1 on this side and 1 on the other side. So put up 2 of these. This is not 200 pounds, but just in case there's any kind of friction against it, it will just be nice and sturdy on the wall and it will not move. So you have the 100-pound, and then you have the 50 pounds. So these are also great to do 1 on each side. So then you're covering 100 pounds together. And then we have these little ones that are for 30 pounds, which are also great because when you do 2 of them together, it covers 60 pounds together. These are the 3 sizes that I would recommend. And you definitely need your measuring tape because you don't want to be uneven. You want to be nice and even. And a cutter, because sometimes your items come with zip ties, and obviously you cannot just take it off with your fingers or your hands. You got to use something like this to cut it off and be safe, guys.